大家好, hello everyone. My name is Weiwei and welcome to my channel. If you've been following news in the US, you've probably been hearing a lot about banks lately. So today we're going over some basic vocabulary about money and banking. So the word for money is 钱. 钱. Now we're going to go over some related words. 钱包 is a wallet. 钱包. Literally, a money bag. 钱包. And then the way you ask how much money is 多少钱?多少钱?多少 means how much or how many, and 钱 means money, so how much money? 多少钱? For example, how much does this cost? 这个多少钱? How much money have you got? 你有多少钱? 你有 means you have. So money comes in different forms. You can either have good old cash, which is 现金. 现金. 现 means right now, 现在. 金 means gold. So 现金 literally means instant gold. And if you want to use cash, you could say 用现金. 用 means to use. 用现金. For example, 我可以用现金吗? Can I use cash? 可以 means can or may. Another popular form of payment is 信用卡. 信用卡, which is credit card. 信用 means credit. You can use it by itself. For example, 他有信用. He has credit, which means he is trustworthy. 卡 is a phonetic translation of card. So 信用卡 is credit card. So how would you say, can I use a credit card? 我可以用信用卡吗? Or 我可不可以用信用卡? And nowadays, it's more and more popular that people would use an app on their phone to pay for something. And we call that 手机 APP. 手机 means cell phone, literally hand machine. 手 means hand, 机 means a machine. APP stands for app. At least in mainland China, people wouldn't say the word app. They would just spell out the 3 letters and call it APP. The most common payment apps in mainland China are Alipay, which is 支付宝, and then WeChat Pay, which we just call it 微信, which is WeChat. A more old-fashioned way of payment is 支票. 支票 means a check. So there are many different kinds of currencies in the world, and we're going to go over a few of them. We're going to start with the Chinese currency on the right, and then we're going to go in the clockwise direction. The Chinese currency, the RMB, is 人民币. 人民币. 人民币 is the first letter initial of RMB. So 人民 means people. 币 means currency, so literally people's currency. 人民币. And then for Japanese yen, it's 日元. The word for Japan is 日本. So you just put yuan after 日. It becomes the Japanese currency, 日元. And you will soon notice, if you remember how to say countries in Chinese, a lot of these currency names have the country name and yuan at the end. So that will help you remember how to say them. The next one is the South Korean won, 韩元. Because 韩国 is South Korea. So 韩元. And for Australian dollars, you just say Australia plus yuan, 澳大利亚元. And that's a mouthful, so you can shorten it to 澳元. So just take the first letter and then put a yuan at the end, 澳元. Rupees are phonetic in Chinese, so it's 卢比, 卢比 for rupees. The English pound is 英镑. 英镑. So that's also phonetic because 镑 sounds like pound. 英镑. The Mexican peso, again, is also phonetic. 墨西哥 is Mexico. 币索 sounds like peso. 墨西哥币所。The US dollar is 美元. So 美 for 美国 America, and then put a yuan at the end. 美元. The Canadian dollar is 加拿大元. So 加拿大 is Canada, and then you put a yuan at the end. Just like Australian dollars, you can shorten 加拿大元 to 加元. And then the last one is euro, which is useful in a lot of countries in Europe. 欧元, because O stands for 欧洲, which means Europe. So 欧元. So we're going to go over how to say a specific amount of money. For example, $7.99. 7块9毛9分. 7块9毛9分. So let's break it down. 7块. So 块 is a casual way of saying yuan, which is the Chinese currency unit, but you can also use it with other currency units. So it's basically a casual way of referring to any currency unit. 块, 7块, 7 yuan or $7, 7 pounds. You can use 块 for all of them. But if you want to sound more formal about it, especially if you're talking about the Chinese currency, you can use yuan. So 7 yuan would work too. So how would you say 10 块? Yup, it would just be 10块. For 99 cents, instead of saying it like that, we say each digit separately. So you have to say 9 dimes, 9 cents. So for 9 dimes, it's 9毛. 9毛. So 毛 is another casual way to say 角. 角 is the formal way of saying dime. 毛 also means fur or hair. So 9毛 is 9 dimes. How would you say 60 cents? Yep, so we don't say cent at all. We just say 6 dimes. 6毛. And then if you want to be formal about it, you can say 角. So 9角. But you want to be consistent. So if you're using 块 for the 7, you want to use 毛 for the dime. Or you can be consistently formal and say 7元9角. And then for cents or penny, we only have one word for it. It's 分. 分 also means minute. 分. So 9分 means 9 cents. So the whole price is 7块9毛9分. So $7.99. So if you need a refresher on numbers, please check out my video here. It will teach you all about numbers. So I'm going to quiz you guys on a few different prices. See if you know how to say it. How would you say $6.58? 6块5毛8分. So 6块. You could also be more formal about it and say 6元5毛, or you could be formal about it and say 5角. But make sure to be consistent. So if you said 块 before, make sure to say 毛 here. And if you said 元 before, make sure to use 角 here. And then 8分 for 8 cents. What about $1.09? 1块09分. 1元09分. Last one, $3.40. 3块4毛 or 3元4角. When you're using the casual way of saying it, 3块4毛, you can actually drop the 毛 at the end if there's nothing on the cent, which in this case, we can do that. So 3块4. It's an even more casual way of saying 3块4毛. Before we move on, if you find this content helpful, please like and subscribe. And for more ways to support me, check out the description box. 谢谢你, thank you. We're going to go over some bank-related vocabulary now. So the word for bank is 银行. 银行. Yin by itself means silver. To say a specific bank, you can just put the name of the bank in front of the word 银行. So for example, Bank of America would be 美国银行. which technically is America Bank. Likewise, Bank of China would be 中国银行, which literally is China Bank. If you're going to a bank, 去银行, 去 means to go to a place, 去银行. Nowadays, however, we have the convenience of banking online. 网上银行, 网上 means online. Notice the character 网, it looks like a net. So the word for internet is 网, and it's the same character for other kinds of nets. So we need banks to organize our finances, which is 理财. 理财. 理 means to organize. 财 means finance. And people also use banks to do investments. 投资. 投资 means to invest, or the noun form investment. 投资. Let's look at some specific banking services. For example, 开户 means to open an account. 开 means to open. 户 here means an account. There's another way to say to open an account. 开账号. 账号 also means account. And once we have an account at a bank, we can put money in there. 存钱 means to save money, to make deposits. 存 by itself means to save. So 存钱 to save money. The opposite of that is to take out money, to withdraw money. 取钱. 取 means to obtain, to get. 取钱. For example, 你要取多少钱? How much money do you want to withdraw? Another example would be 我要存很多钱. So we're modifying 钱 here. 很多 means a lot of. So I want to save a lot of money. 我要存很多钱. Another thing that we can do with the bank is to make payments. 付费. 付费. 付 means to pay. 费 means fees. So to pay fees for things, that's to make payments. 付费. For example, 付水电费. 水 means water. 电 means electricity. So that's when you pay for your water and electricity. 付水电费. And then to pay for your internet, 付网费. 网 is internet, as we've seen before. And then to pay your phone bills, 付电话费. 电话 is telephone. And another big one is to pay your rent. 付房租. 房 means house. 租 means to rent. So house rent. 付房租. You can also pay off your credit card debts with your bank. 还信用卡. 还 by itself means to return. For example, if you borrowed something from other people, you need to return it. And that's this word, 还. And you can also use it to mean to pay back. So 还信用卡 means to pay back your credit card debt. 还贷款 means to pay your loans. 贷款 means loan or to get a loan. 贷款. Specifically, you can get a 车贷, which is a car loan. 车 means car, vehicle. 车贷. Or you can get a 房贷, which is a mortgage on a house. 房 means house. 房贷. So if you want to say to pay your car loan, 还车贷. To pay your mortgage, 还房贷. To describe getting a loan to buy something, you can use this structure. 贷款买. So if you're getting a loan to buy a car, 贷款买车. 买 means to buy. So how would you say to get a mortgage to buy a house? 贷款买房. Since a mortgage is also a loan, so it's the same phrase. 贷款买房. So I hope you're having good luck with your banks so far, because we don't want to see anybody going bankrupt. 破产. 不要破产. Don't go bankrupt. 谢谢你 Thank you so much for being here with me today. 再见. I'll see you in our next video.